Mga kahigalaan, ladies and gentlemen, or men, man, welcome to our cast of college radio hosts with Brent on break. Don't you just love the intro, Brent? It's kind of anticlimactic, right?
There's my mic.
May udto diha, Brent.
Weird sa na tong.
Mayang udto diha.
Oh my gosh, that was the weirdest kanang entrance again ako. Like, oh my god,
What?
it's so painful to the ears.
Painful,
Oh
right?
god.
So why did you think you deserved like a grand
No, that was actually perfect, but
like a
it
grand
just,
entrance? Is
it just surprised
that what
me.
you're saying? Do you deserve a entrance like, let's say,
Nah.
for example, like what's that?
What? He can't do it anymore.
What happened, P Magic? What did you do now? Like that? You wanted an entrance like that?
No, that makes me look like I'm the villain.
What?
Murag ako yung villain sa.
You feel like you're the villain?
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brent on break. Okay, no, it disappeared. I don't know. Why does it disappear sometimes? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brent on break. All part of our cast of college students. Can you see Brent is from the University of Cebu, taking up
Nursing.
So Brent, before I start the program, I'd like to apologize for throwing you into the wild last week. I was actually, yeah, he did a splendid job, man. It was a really great job.
Yeah, that's not what he said 5 minutes ago.
I said it was painful. It was painful, man. I thought I was gonna pop a vein listening to you, but I understand because that was your first day, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about who Clarence Brent Garces is. Who is Brent? Tell everybody who Brent is. Go ahead, sir.
Hey everybody, okay, you gotta stop that.
Okay.
Hey everybody, my name is Clarence Brent Garces. I am a student in nursing college of a college of nursing in the University of Cebu, Pardo Talisay campus.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm in my third year, and everything is sakit na kayo sa ulo, like everything, a lot of projects, a lot of exam. We just had our exam gahapon, and after like, oh my gosh, my brain does not work anymore. The last two brain cells are trying to work so hard to just
Okay.
keep me composed right now here.
So how dare you deserve you don't deserve a break.
I don't.
Do you deserve a break? Is
I
that
feel
what-
like I deserve a break.
Is that what why your show is called Brent on Break? Because you deserve a break? What?
He's just.
You deserve a
just-
break? No.
I deserve a break. Like,
No, you don't.
oh damn.
Okay. Anyway, so tell us more. Tell us more.
Right now I'm just busy doing these college shows. I'm one of the college cast here in the TMC 105.1. I'll be joined together with other casts from college in different schools.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I didn't like last week where I was.
So gaon sa ka ba? Gaon sa how's school your school been for the past couple of days since you started the show? Unsa may imong mga
yeah.
vibes? What did your classmates say when they heard you on the air on 105.1 TMC?
Last week, most of them surprised guys sila, like they saw me for the first time like in the Monday, because like we had a busy week, so we
Okay.
didn't really get to see each other. Daghan nila nag-congratulate na ko, like, what? I did a terrible job. What are you guys talking about?
Okay.
You guys are giving me more praise than I needed. Hit the tada sound
Okay.
with soundtrack.
Ta-da. Something. Anyway, so
And actually, it really changed like how they perceived me. Like,
Okay.
that was a good feeling. Like they were
gaon sa man sila
congratulating.
like sa man sila na sila yung mga request, na sila yung mga na sila yung mga comments, unsa may pangsulti nila. Did you become like an instant celebrity?
Nope.
So what happened to
No,
you?
not yet. I still haven't really told a lot of people, but soon enough, maybe I'll branch out towards the rest of the school, and my name will be known there most likely.
Okay, so karong mga panahon na October 10, right? October 9. Excuse me. Unsa man like what the time of the year is this in terms of your studies? Unsa man kaning midterms, finals, unsa preliminaries? Midterms na mo.
Yeah.
So, midterms is your midterm exams. Kano sa man ni?
Yesterday, actually.
Oh my God.
We just did it.
Oh my God. So why are you here, man?
I'm on break.
On break. Brent on break.
Exactly.
So usually I know that nursing is one of the toughest courses in Cebu, in the Philippines, in the world for that matter, especially if you're just preparing if you're just starting out, maybe on your first and second year. Murag mo sayon mo karon nagjuta on the third or fourth year. I may be mistaken. So unsa man, like how do you feel about the course so far? Kanang mga high school pa diha nga naminaw o ganahan mag nursing in the college nila. How do you feel about nursing school? Would you consider it nga sayon ra? Or is it easy? What do you think?
I think it goes without saying that every college course is hard in its own way.
Yeah, I know, but nursing in particular, they say is harder. So is it true? Do you feel like it's harder?
Well, I haven't experienced that college, but it is hard. It's not easy to become a nurse because there's a lot of things you need to memorize, especially sicknesses and how to deal with patients, which is really the hard part because it's more human emotion and more like listening to the reactions of our patients and how we respond to these actions and their pain and their
So
suffering.
yung mga classmate at una sa high school nga na college na karon yung lain lang mga kurso. I'm sure you're comparing notes, right? I mean, like I know you haven't taken the other subjects yet, but I'm sure you're comparing notes. Like for example, na kay mga amigo nga chill lang kay tanan nga ilang kurso kan. Let's say for example, fine arts, you know what I mean, or marketing or business or whatever kanang mga dili sad ingon ingon ako nga sayon sila pero murag medyo
Medyo lax sila.
less complicated ang ilang mga topics, so dili kayo daghang memorize right?
Yeah.
So did you have that conversation with your former high school classmates?
Yeah, most of them have like sometimes harder, sometimes more relaxed. I have one classmate who is from fine arts actually, and it seems like she didn't do a lot of work. Like her art is not really that great. No offense.
Her art isn't that great. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that scared me. But yeah, I thought her art was not as great, and I'm being mean, but like that was the truth there. What is happening?
Nothing, man. Nothing. So you agree with a common
Yeah.
concept, not misconception, but common idea nga ang nursing medyo lisod-lisod gid
Lisod
kumpara
kayo.
kumpara sa uban, di ba? Napoy lisod ka na mga engineering, ka na mga architecture, daghan kay sa kong mga amigo nga maglisod sa na. Pero depende sa na nimo sa imong ganahan. Nganong nursing mo sa imong gikuha ba? Nganong dili man kaning let's just say broadcasting. Sorry, bro. Or maybe you want to be a physicist, right? Or whatever. Nganong nursing man gyud?
I do believe I have kanang a talent for helping other people. 'Cause-
Really?
Yeah. Well,
What does that mean? Is helping other people a talent now? I don't understand.
Well,
Like, do you need to practice that talent of helping other people? And if so, like, what do you mean
I know,
when
I
you say
think-
talent?
kung ginahangig ka mag-nursing,
Sorry.
it's not enough just to be smart or like to have knowledge of it. It's to have like a passion good kay. If you have no passion for helping other people, then wa kay gamit mo mag-nurse ka. You
You
don't
have no
have
passion for helping other people.
Yeah. And that's what I really think because like there are nurses out there that who are very like very what do you call the term like mean kay sila ba? Mean spirited.
Mean.
Then very like
Mean a nurse.
Nas like pride, but they have this certain pride just because they know things.
Do we have any mean nurses listening to us? Do you
Oh my
make the
God.
patients worse instead of better? Mo na pasabot nimo nga masamot nimo masakit ka
Yeah.
kasakit ang mga pasyente.
Maybe not physically sad kay obviously makiha na sila. Pero those who are like maybe screaming at patients, those who are like not giving like empathy or empathy, that's the word I'm looking for. They're not giving empathy towards the patients and they made them feel worse while they are in the hospital, which really kind of sucks for most people.
Really, you think so?
Yeah. What?
You know what, Brett? You're a and you should and you
Please translate it to Squid Magic.
nothing.
What he
I was
just
just
said.
playing around with the censor button. Anyway, I'm very very curious why you of all people, like there were many people that we chose. Why did you think that this would be a good way for you to have a break? Because this is kind of a stressful thing for most people. Public
Yeah.
speaking, right? Talking in front of the microphone. You know, Kuya Magic and I were always like, you know what, Kuya Magic? Ah! So we're always like that, like off cam, off mic. But you, in the meantime, you think that you can do this. Why? What's gotten into you, man? What's going on, man?
I think like people.
What's gotten into you?
What's gotten into me? To be honest, like, I ask my question: Why
What's
am
wrong,
I? Why am I
what's
doing
wrong
this?
with you?
I'm even asking myself that question because like I have a lot of projects. Research
Yeah, man.
is coming up because I'm in my
no.
third year, so
Oh,
that's gonna
gee
suck.
whiz Louise, what is going on?
But like I think I find this like as a gateway to like express myself more freely, and I think I find it when talking in like in a public space, I feel like it's very empowering to me, and like I do it all the time, not all the time, but like it makes me feel like happy and it makes me relaxed.
really?
Unlike
Relax, huh?
not really like last week relaxed, but like in a sense, in a way, because like I've done a lot of MC among school.
So pirmi ka mag-MC day?
Yeah.
So mo
CUC
sana
ron.
ang ako ang role at una hinumdum ko sa high school o college nga ako gipa-host-hoston sa mga Christmas party mga ina. So ana po ka sa imuhang eskwelahan sa UC.
Yeah.
Asa gini nga campus imong
Sa Pardo Talisay.
Sa Pardo
It used
Talisay.
to be called katong St. Paul good sa una.
gipalit ni kuan ni Gas day ang kuan ang
Ni
St.
Nicole.
Paul.
Yeah.
So karon gitawag na siya UC.
Pardo Talisay.
Pardo
Pero I think
Talisay.
it's gonna become South Campus sa future.
Okay.
Pero that's still not yet official.
How do you call this? So you feel relaxed nga kung naka sa kahanginan instead of actually relaxing. This is relaxing to you.
Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
Well, in my opinion, for me
okay.
it's
Yeah,
relaxing.
of course. Yeah, that's good to hear.
But like I think there's also because in my mind this is also somewhat of a job that I have to do. So like to impress people who are listening to us, it's a responsibility.
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
a responsibility.
Because like people are listening to me, so I need to like take care of what I'm gonna say on the internet, and
Okay.
especially that maybe I think my teachers are watching right now.
You think so?
I've actually told them like I'll be live tomorrow, ma'am, but don't watch.
Don't watch.
If you're watching,
Well,
hi, ma'am Lucine.
That's a guarantee for people to watch if you tell them not to do something.
Yeah, you know.
I remember
basic-
na ako amigo nga kaning chismoso kay ba. Niya paghuman ako ang buhaton kung ganahan ko nga na istorya nga mukatag moingon ko ay isaba ba ya. Yeah, isaba gina niya. Muna siyang I cannot mention his name. Sorry, bro. But he was one of those nga kanang murag tabian ba. So if you're wondering what is going on, hold on, disclaimer. I thought why don't you invite them to let them tell them to go to the chats on our YouTube Tops Media Center on YouTube. Join us in our conversation. We're having a conversation about nursing college, College of Nursing in UC or all the college students out there for that matter. O kaning especially kanang mga lisod nga mga subject kanang nursing. Please join us on the chats. If you're online, just go to YouTube and go to Tops Media Center. We're also on Facebook, Tops Media Center. You can also chat with us and also go to our official website, topsmediacenter.com. Join us with Brent on break. This is our second show. We had another show last week, and this is our first ever. We're actually formally introducing Brent here. He is a college student of the University of Cebu Nursing School. He's already on his third year. He's got me ganihang buntag Brent ba about OFW blues. Kana bitaw nga kanang wala ka gapuyo sa imong gitrabahoan, meaning to say nga nilarga ka kay nanrabaho.
Perfect for nursing.
Nilarga ka kay nang abroad ka kay kanay walay panginabuhi diri sa imong nasod, in this case the Philippines, in this case Cebu, nga enough para nimo nga makasuporta sa imong mga pamilya, imong mga hopes and dreams. So mularga ka. My question is this goes without asking, but I'm going to ask anyway. Did you go to nursing school specifically because you want to get the hell out of here? Leave the Philippines. Is that a true statement or not?
That is a true statement to most people, but
To you?
to me, I'm not I'm not one of those people.
Okay, good. So what so you're planning to be a nurse in the Philippines? Dili mo na binuo.
Wait a minute.
That's not funny. That's not funny. Why are you guys laughing? Down, okay? That's not funny. Why would you be laughing at Brent if he says he wants to be a nurse in the Philippines? No, don't laugh. Not funny. Nga naman, Brent, ganong mag-nurse man ka sa Pilipinas, pasabta ko na mi.
Because I think it goes without saying there's a lot of problems that sa Pinas, especially kanang daghan kayo og mga cases of like mga sicknesses, and I think it's important to have more people because like usa sa akong mga CI, for those who know, CI means clinical instructor. Mao nang tawag namo sa mga teachers kay among teachers dito sa UC puros man sila mga nurses.
Continue.
So for me, I think it's better to not really better, but I choose to stay here lang sa Cebu because it needs my help because one of my CIs, he had to take care of 50 patients by himself. He needs to check he needs to check all of them hourly, and it really took a toll on him, and he told us the story. And it's really saddening kanang gamay gud mga tao, like gamay gud mga tao mag nursing diri sa Cebu because that's gonna mostly happen. And what's worse is severely like most mga careers diri sa Cebu, severely underpaid gud ang mga nurses. Without that goes without saying.
When you will finally be working as a nurse in Cebu, you're only going to be making this much. Sorry, bro. Yes. Sorry, bro.
That much possible.
So, imuhang amahan o ang imuhang inahan nga nakadungog ani imong giistorya nga nag-nursing ka pag human manrabaho ra ka diri sa Pilipinas. So, wala ka na sila kaning maglagot karon. Dili ka kapaolion.
No, they actually plan. May na ganun si Papa.
Paolion ka karon. Uli na dong, samok-samok lang ka sa imong kinabuhi nga nag-nursing ka pag manrabaho ra gyud ay ka diri sa Pilipinas na unsa.
Which is really sad because like naman sad ko yung mga
I'm just kidding, man, but it's true. You know the part about comedy is it's funny because sometimes, most of the time, it's true. Right?
Yep.
It's funny because it's true. You laugh because it's true. So ikaw, Brent, balik ko na kapangutan ha. Nag-nursing ka kaya manrabaho ra ka diri sa Pilipinas?
Yes, sara.
Yes?
Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure because in the end
Did I just make you not sure? Did I just put doubt in your heart? Is that what I just did right there?
no, I don't think so. I really plan to stay here sa Philippines, pero
Okay.
if my plans change, obviously I will extend.
If
out
your
to-
plans change.
yeah,
okay.
because I right now like I want to stay here lang sa Cebu because like I want to like take care of my siblings, my parents while
Okay.
while they're still growing old, and
Okay.
I'm gonna be here for them.
Mhm.
And if I do plan on going outside,
Si Chester, imo nang iasikaso kay murag dili ra man na maayo iyang kalawasan ng mga panahon na sorry, bro.
sorry bro, good guy. Yeah, he's experiencing some grabe yung hypertension. Good.
Hypertension nga naman
High sugar
kay
sa-
maminaw siya nimo. Mo na siya nga ma-hypertension siya.
No, he's actually very proud na say nako sa radio
Oh.
kay it puts him at ease ba kay liwat gid ko niya daw
Oh.
kay grabe siya ka MC sa mga events dito sa Car.
Isa na siya mo kanta-kanta sad.
Oh.
Sige ni kataga kang water cooler o sa akong water. What do you call this again? What do you call this, Cookie Magic?
Call it a
A chada. Actually, dili na ako sa ako aning anak kang summer ni Aqua Flask. Nalumping na siya, no?
Not sponsored.
No, it's not sponsored, but they will eventually sponsor us, right? Hopefully, Cookie Magic is working on that. Our Aqua Flask, the sponsorship.
somewhere.
What's that? What's that?
Got to store the jiggy juice somewhere.
The Jiggy, yeah, you gotta store the Jiggy Juice somewhere, right? And it might as well be in the flask where the Jiggy Juice lives. In fact, that they're trying to break in.
FBI, open up!
No! No! You can't enter!
FBI, open up!
No! Lock the door, Kuya Magic!
FBI, open up!
Oh my God, what are these people doing here, man?
You really mastered those sound effects, haven't you? FBI is banging on the door.
Oh my
goodness,
God.
man.
Is it maybe they're looking for you, man? Did you do something nasty in school?
Oh, maybe.
What was the nastiest thing you've ever done in school? Not necessarily during this particular school, but any of your school life. Unsa may
Nastiest?
unsa may ang termino na pinaka nasty.
Nasty.
Unsa may binisaya sa nasty ba?
The worst.
Unsa may pinaka
Or the
pati nga
disgusting.
imong nabuhat. Kana na lang. Dili na lang kaning nasty kay nasty mo that's a very complicated word. Unsa may pinaka ngilad nimong nabuhat sa eskwelahan.
I was gonna say, but it's like
nga ato
evil.
ang mahisgutan diri. Nga kanang pwede pa nga dili ka mapriso kay kaning kung priso na kalahi na po ng storya.
FBI, open up!
Lisod kay nasanan kay mga FBI gud nang abot na gud sa Pilipinas gud.
FBI, open up!
So unsa man imong pinaka ngilad nga nabuhat?
Personally, I would like to think I'm a very clean person.
Really now. Tinuod na siya.
Pero,
Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Is
Kanis
Brent a clean? Is
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Brent? Yeah.
Kani si Brent, buutan ba ni si Brent?
Buutan ko
or
eh.
daghang nangita ni niya?
FBI, open
So palihog ko, join us in the chats, youtube.com/Tops Media Center. Buutan ba ni si Brent? Ang iyang mama o iyang papa na minaw karon sad, si Chester og si Brenda, kaning buutan ni si Brent or unsa man ni siya kaning maldito ni siya nga hilumon kay na may mga maldito nga hilumon nga kaning lawom dai kay kunog dot nakinumdum ko anang somebody once told me nga ikaw dong kaning hilom-hilom na kadong pero kaning pangitaunon sa ka sa FBI. So ikaw, Brent, what is the nastiest thing you've ever done in school ever?
ever, I don't really think I have kanang mga...
Boring!
Well, nakoy exciting!
FBI, open up!
I have actually something exciting to talk
okay,
about because
okay.
like the nastiest thing I've experienced.
Of experience, not
'Cause,
you
like,
actually doing it. So
Yeah, not me, but my friend. He's stupid. Okay, so stalls in the toilet, so like standing stalls. He challenged like he could pee on every stall because like he thought like he could hold it in,
What?
then release it, then hold it in, then
who is
release
this
it.
guy?
I'm not gonna name drop. He could be in the
names.
chat.
We want to
need
know.
names. The people are looking for us. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
And then, what's the he's one of my he's still my friend. I am not sure.
He's no
still-
longer your
After that.
friend. He's no longer your friend.
After that, no.
So nagunsa siya nangihi siya.
Nangihi siya sa like mga stalls, man, like the standing stalls ba.
So sa mga standing stalls, what do you mean?
Like katong mga nasa wall good.
Like a urinal.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
urinal
okay.
mga urinal.
Okay, nangihi ganun din normal lang mangihi ka.
Yeah,
I
pero
don't
like
understand.
he thought that he could like stop his pee and move on sa next na.
Urinal.
Urinal.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Pero what's even worse
Okay.
is one of my other friends who's currently using the urinal
Okay.
also was just sitting. I was standing there,
Okay.
and my other friend he peed on him.
Naihian.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that is horrible.
that is
Okay, so
worse for wear.
that sounds nasty.
yeah.
So did he like get suspended? What happened? Was
Yeah, he got
alright?
suspended. I don't think he got suspended after that because like we kept it within the group. Like don't talk about Fight Club like that.
Mhm.
We didn't say anything.
You didn't say
And,
anything.
We'd keep it to our graves like until now. Everyone's hearing this and they'll know this person probably.
But ikaw, in the meantime, you think you're a good boy. You think you're
Of course, I am
holy Brent.
holy Brent.
Okay. So Brent, ang atong topic karong adlaw, unsa gay ito? Nakalimot naman ta sa atong istorya ron ta. Ato akay makay topic agi andam karong buntaga, right?
Well, yeah, kanang it's a bit ahead of day, pero
Unsa
tomorrow.
ahead?
I know, like ahead, but I mean, like we're ahead of a day for this celebration. Pero tomorrow,
There's a celebration tomorrow?
not celebration. It's a certain.
It's your birthday? What?
No,
What's
it's
the
not.
celebration tomorrow?
It's Mental Health Awareness Day.
Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we have to have the proper sound effects. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is Mental Health Day. How do you celebrate Mental Health Day?
I think it's important that we celebrate it so we can like talk about mental health, to let it be exposed so people would take care of themselves, because kanang mental health na gina sa every aspect sa tong life.
Mhm.
And it's very important to talk about it para people will be open about it, para there will be topics about it and people will open up and find it easy for them to express themselves.
Mhm.
Kay karon gud na generation, like, wow, I sound so old. This generation has a lot of depressed people, or like mga um people who are like struggling good sa life, especially tungod sa mental issues, depression, anxiety, pain, mental pain. And I think it's taking a toll, and we should make sure that this is something that we should be aware in. Kay sadly, there's a lot of
Ikaw, Brent, unsa may mga na experience nimo, nakita nimo nga mura og mental health issues nga common sa imong eskwelahan?
right now, anxiety tungod sa mga exams na mo, ang mga mental naidaghan nag mental breakdown, depression tungod di sila kabayad sa mga tuition.
Dili naman na sa nila kanang dili ka ba sa tuition, right?
Yeah, but like it causes anxiety ba kay, and also there's also like we need to buy the books because for the school we're required to we're required to buy books. We're
Okay.
also required to pay the tuition before we could take the exam.
Ingon si Bert ba iyang gi-delete iyang message nga nung delete man ni Bert, ingon siyang klaro kay ni si Clarence ay mo larga ginig gawas, ingon si Kiasuta nasty Clarence.
FBI, open up!
Mo daghang kay nangita niya, nanoktok giniha ang taga FBI nangita ani niya unsa kay saan niya. So mental health, nag-ingon ka nga kaning mga ma-stress ang mga estudyante, anxious sila, di ba? Pero kanang anxious, being anxious and being stressed, those are
Normal.
normal everyday occurrence, right? Ma-stress mo gid ang tao. In fact, there is a thing called useful stress, right? In fact, the reason why I'm here and in a way I'm kind of put together in a way and comfortable is because of the stress that I am feeling. I'm still whether you believe me or not, Brent. I still feel butterflies in my stomach. I still feel scared every time I open the microphone because I might say the wrong word, and I'm able to contain that and discipline and whip it to shape. But there's still an amount of stress, and it's called useful stress because you want to do well. That's why you're stressed. If you don't feel any more of that stress of the butterflies in your stomach, that means you don't care anymore, right? So kanang mga estudyante nga ma-stress nga di sila kabayad sa ilahang tuition, they want they
means
feel
they
stressed because they
care.
care about going to school. They care about doing well in school, right? Mo nang ma-stress sila, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's all right. But I think the
But I think
the
that-
mental health it becomes like a mental issue. If it becomes chronic, right? Magbalik-balik, and then you're debilitated. Meaning to say, dili ka maka-function as a normal human being. Mo na siya nga, it becomes a clinically diagnosed mental condition. So, unsa may na-obserbaran mo sa inyong eskwelahan sa UC nga medyo kaning prevalent, nga medyo common kay aside from the usual stress and anxiety?
Well, na ko yung mga friends who are feeling not kind of, but they're feeling depressed tungod sa mga all of the work that is being placed upon us. And like all of the stresses that's coming out of him from his life, and I think it took a toll on him, which really like
It took a
Hurt
toll on him. What do you mean? What happened to him?
right now he's doing fine, but
Okay.
like earlier, like this preliminaries, like there's something that happened within his family, and he didn't feel so good.
Okay.
And like apil ni sa mga projects na mo kay nagsugod naman may research, and nasad mi sa medical surgery, and also other subjects. It took a toll on him, and it hurt him. Like
So how did it manifest?
it manifested like it's like it really showed like he stopped coming to classes, and he's not stopped completely, like he's been late more often. So it showed some signs, so I tried to talk to him, and later on, like after a few talks, I told him to like talk to his parents about this, or like mga mga other friends niya, and later on he's doing fine right now.
So
And
wala
right
pa yung mga extreme cases di akin makanugog makugod o ubang nga balita ba nga
let's
naay
let's
mga
not
naay
get
mga
into that.
estudyante nga ma-suicidal sila kaning even some of them actually try to end their lives na kay na experience na di sa imong eskwelahan wala pa.
Not thankfully not yet.
Okay.
Pero like I think I don't want to like talk about, because like I'm from that school also, pero like from another campus. There was something that happened more recently.
Maybe you can discuss that without mentioning the name of the person and
Yeah.
the school. Unsa may nahitabo?
There was a kid who like not kid but like a college college he was a student who jumped off, and it's just really
Was he successful in his attempt?
sadly.
So
yes.
what was the story? Unsa may istorya?
Actually
Say background.
nobody really figured out nga, no, because like obviously yung family members wala nag talk about it, wala sila nag-relate sa, they didn't say it out sa news unsa gid nahitabo niya, and the school kept silent about it, so there's not really much news about it. It was just like thrown under wraps ng good.
What do you think of that? Because this is very normal. Kaning makabantag ko ani, in fact there are many schools who are guilty of this. Kanang nagali mag attempt og take their life and all of that stuff. As much as possible they want to like keep it quiet, right? They don't want people to know,
Yeah.
right? They want to keep it on the down low. The idea is that you don't want people to know, especially from the school, because they might copy it, right? O man na siya, di ba? They don't want copycats, right? But at the same time, if you don't talk about it, that means nga we don't talk about the root of the problem. They can't talk about why he did that in the first place, right? So you stop the conversation on its tracks. So I think it's important. There must be a way to talk about it in a way nga doesn't give ideation. Dili ka makahuna-huna o mabuhat sa pareha sa gibuhat anang tawhana, and in fact will want to try to mitigate it. So you'll try to solve the problem. What are your thoughts on that, Brent? Ngano man na nga ang kanang butang nga itago man na instead of istoryaan na hinuon, itago na hinuon?
I think it's just like you said, they need to keep it under wraps because we don't want people to follow in their footsteps or get any ideas of it. But at the same time, if we stop talking about it, the root of the problem, worsen gid na siya.
Or dili mahisgutan, di ba?
Kung di mahisgutan. That's why this is the use of Mental Health Day, so we can spread awareness. Na we need to talk to people, especially like our friends, our family, because the worrying thing about depression is you don't most of the time you don't know the person is actually depressed because they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to like express themselves. That's why we're trying to use this day to express and to relieve ourselves so we can so we can find and understand ourselves better and like to
Nganong nakaingon man ka, Brent, nga kung maka-express ka sa imong emotions, sa imong feelings as a student, because you're not a psychiatrist nor are you a psychologist. But as a student, nga naman, for example, kaya mong gibuhat ka ron, naglingkod ka diya, nag-express ka sa imong kagalingon through radio, through 105.1 TMC. By the way, join us in the chats at youtube.com/Tops Media Center, on our website, topsmediacenter.com, on Facebook, Tops Media Center. Join us and let's have this ongoing conversation about mental health. Nga naman, Brent, nga kung imong express imong kagalingon, why do you feel nga marag ma-minimize or magamyan, ma-lower ang imong stress levels? Nga naman na?
For me, the most dangerous thing in the world, aside from sharks, is aside from sharks, is
Okay.
being alone with your own thoughts. Because that's sometimes it is dangerous because like it will give you like an imagination that is like very dangerous. To some people, it's can be, especially those who are depressed. They might have suicidal thoughts and they might feel wrong about the world, and they will not have a outlet to like express themselves. That's why it's important to express ourselves because humans are social beings, which means na dapat kita mag-talk to people or dapat kita mag-express atong self to each other. That's why kanang gamit gid ng mga apps like X or Twitter, formerly known, Facebook,
Pero,
Instagram.
pero, wait a minute. Apps, Facebook, Twitter. Nga nung gamit man na sila. In fact, they're saying that it has actually worsened the mental health condition of the world because of social media. What are you talking about, Brent? Please explain yourself.
No, for me, it's like a two sides of a coin here. Kay, social media still has its use of expressing oneself, the freedom of speech, and like to allow yourself to say what you want to say and not keep it bottled in, which is really important to like express ourselves. But at the same time, like it's also bad. Social media is also bad in some cases because of like too much of it. Obviously, anything too much is bad, but too much of social media can cause you to be more close-minded.
That's why. So why did you discuss social media as a primary form of expression when in fact you can do whatever it is that you're doing now? That this is a kind of expression. You can go out with your friends, right? You can write. The thing with social media is sure it's a good thing, but you're also exposed to the bad like on the constantly, right? You know what I mean? So there are things that are good, and you're not tempted to do something bad in the case of social media because it's all in one device, right? So you know like have a maybe a good conversation with your friends and istorya mo about your problems and all of that stuff, but something pops up, you know, and then you see something like masuya ka nga, oh man, this guy's like all over the place. When will I ever be able to go to Spain or something like that? Oh, guwapahanan niyo, gwapo siyang you know what I mean? Like there's so many voices. There's like the voices of 8 billion people. That's right, folks. I've got to say this. The voices of 8 billion people at the palm of your hand, in your hands, right? Right? So it's scary. So can you care to elaborate why you think social media is a good place to start your expressing if you feel like
Maybe
you need to
not
express?
start expressing. I think like it's important to talk to your friends, but like mostly you wouldn't make yourself vulnerable towards your friends or say among family kay they keep it, but you need to open up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Pero if they're not available, social media is a place where you can vent, but not a permanent in my opinion, it's not a permanent outlet for you to put upon, like express yourself there, but also put yourself out to the real world and tell and talk to people, talk to
Kaya
your friends.
kana
and like
magong being sociable, being gregarious, being a people person, right? That is a kind of murag character trait man, mura man na siya kaning mura mag disposition na mo daw. I have a theory about disposition. You know what a disposition is, right? Kanay siyang tawhana, he has a sunny disposition, right? It's just like a vibe that they emit, right? Like when you see them, they're very like a very happy person, or there's a very serious person, right? And there's also a very sad person. Murag makaget ka na, di ba? It's a kind of vibe, right? Sometimes the people are saying, and this is just my theory, nga murag lisod kay na usbon ang kanang imong disposition ba? Murag kung positive ka nga person, positive ka nga person no matter what, right? No matter how
you need to
crappy
keep yourself your image.
crappy life is, right? You really are a positive person because that's murabag it is almost like in your DNA bitaw. You know, you don't have to make an effort, it just happens. So kanang imong gihisgot nga tao nga imong pagawson, imong pastoryaan sa imong mga amigo amiga, sometimes kinahanglan gina sila guruyon, di ba? Dili lang na enough nga imong storyaan. Sometimes you really have to be patient with them, right? Am I right?
Yeah, it takes time, especially when it comes to these things, especially depression. You can't cure depression like how you can cure your sicknesses like in nursing. It's a mental issue, and you need to take your time with the people who are sad, who are need of your help. And it's really important for us to talk about that. That's why we need to.
It starts there.
Yeah,
I think
starts there.
that's the first thing to talk about, right? And I think it's better to talk
make
about
it public,
talk
make
to
it-
a real person.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering what on earth is going on, we're talking about mental health with our student program with Brent on break. We have Clarence Brent Garces here on the studios of 105.1 TMC. Join us in the chat. Mayong hapon ni Kiasuta. Makakita ba ka sa screen? Yeah, Brent?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can you please say hi to them? Go ahead.
Kesuta, Nasty Clarence. Yeah. That's my friend. I know who that is.
Nganong nasty Clarence? Hala, Kiasuta. Unsa man ni si Clarence nasty din siya. Dili din siya kaning iya parehas gisultin niya ganiya nga buutan kuno siya. Unsam din si Trent eh. Okay, who else is there?
JR Doding Espinosa. Hi Jiggy, maayong hapon. Can you play a song You Don't Own Me? Say Grace featuring G-Eazy.
Okay. So we're talking about mental health, and please join us in the conversation. TapsMediaCenter.com online, Taps Media Center on Facebook, Taps Media Center on the tubes. You can join us in the chats while we talk about mental health. Speaking of mental health, kani si Jewel Villaflores, nani siya mental condition. Ang gitawag na niyang condition is buang sa gugma. Jewel Villaflores on 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
What up, YouTube? Hey guys, what's up?
What's up?
So please, when we're in a break, now you think about what your next conversation. I'm gonna go straight to you without introducing you. I'm just gonna go straight to you.
So I'll be here until 3 or still until 2?
Your dad's coming here.
No, because I thought you have a...
Yeah, we'll see when he arrives.
What up, YouTube?
What up? Quasi, Kesuta, Bert.
So many people in the chat. What's up? The damning people. Billions, guys. Let's share it out.
That's not millions. That's only thousands, man. What are you doing, bro? Stop lying.
Billions, bro.
Shut up, man. Liar.
People all over the world. Earlier, we have someone from USA listening to us in our official websites.
In the chats.
Jiggy's mastering those sound effects.
Yeah, man.
OA.
OA.
Yes.
OA.
Why is it OA? Diba? It's overreacting or is it overacting?
Overacting.
You're so OA, bro. You're so OA. Kamu dia mga OA. OA. Oh, buang. You're such a buang, Kuya Magic.
He doesn't know
You're
what
such a buang, Kuya Magic.
Don't make me do another reel, Jiggy. Another reel.
Screams. So figure out a way. Basta always remember buying as much as possible if you can help it. Always start with 105.1 TMC when you start an ad lib, and then you end if you have to end it on 105.1 TMC. When you end, meaning to say when you go into a commercial break or when there's a song that you're about to play, always end and start with that. That should be the best part of your ad lib of your talk. 105.1, and don't hesitate to open your mouth wide, and enunciate, overpronounce.
105.
Because radio, this is a radio, and
they don't see us.
They can't see you, so you have to enunciate.
But now we have cameras here.
Yeah, but still,
yeah.
This is still primarily
105.1 TMC, the best of us. Welcome back. We were just discussing about mental health, me and Jimmy. The juice. Mr. Juice himself.
The juice. The juice. That's the name of O.J. Simpson.
Oh no.
You know O.J. Simpson?
He's out now.
But you know him, right? You know him, right?
Yeah. If the glove doesn't fit, you must quit.
Yeah, that's his nickname. So when he was a football star, the Juice, right?
Yeah. Oh no, you're following in his footsteps.
No, I'm not named after that.
That's why it's called the Juice because OJ
Orgies.
You're listening to 105.1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, let's go right back to Brent on break. 45.1
One TMC. Brent back here again, and Brent on break with Jiggy Juice, the Juice Man, and we were just talking about mental health, and the issues and how are we gonna express ourselves and all of that. And right now, what are we gonna discuss more about mental health? Tomorrow is actually the actual day, Mental Health Awareness Day, and we should prepare for it by, well, maybe not. There's nothing really to prepare. It's not a celebration, rather a day of awareness where we get to talk about people, especially those who are in need of our attention, like those who are depressed, those who really need our help. And this is the day that we open up to people and to each other. So it's important to talk about this. October 10th, Mental Health Awareness. Spread the word and maybe help each other, like help with your friends and with your family. If you find somebody like maybe feeling down or feeling lost at the moment, talk to them and make sure they're all right, and always be there for them. And that's all I really have to say about Mental Health Awareness Day, for you to prepare for it.
So if you're feeling depressed, if you don't feel so good, if you're feeling like you need somebody to talk to, we're here. And seriously, Brent and I, we talk for I talk for a living, right? That's what I do.
Yeah.
So you can join
I'm
us.
learning to talk for a living.
Yeah, maybe you should just be talking for a living than do nursing. I'm just kidding. Dad,
No.
we're just kidding.
He doesn't want that.
We're just,
It's fine.
you know, sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, we're just kidding. He'll be a nurse. Don't worry about it. He's going to continue and become a doctor until the FBI come looking.
FBI, open up!
Yeah, stop it already. These people from the
Yes.
FBI, man, they're very persistent. Anyway, so if you want somebody to talk to, ganahan ka makikistorya og taong narami diri ng taon, naghuwat-huwat ninyo. Akong pangan si Jiggy Juice, pero ang importante yan kaning show ni Brent, Clarence Brent Garces, si Brent on break. If we can have a conversation. You know, radio is personal. Radio is about having a conversation with the locals. This is the mandate of radio. Mo maging primary purpose ng binto ng radio para natay balita, natay mga panghisgutan, natay mga kanta, natay mga issues nga lokal, dili kaning national or even worse international, right? Because we want to talk about what is happening in our neck of the woods, not outside. Of course, it helps to know about what's happening in the country and what's happening in the world. But for you to know what's happening in the world and not know what's happening in your corner, waka kibang nasunog na inyong silingan, you know what I mean? So that's a tragedy. So that's the kind of service that radio
That TMC is trying to provide.
Yeah. So mona siya. So if you want to have a conversation with us, just feel free to do that. Maybe you can text us, you can message us. Our text line. Let me just get our text line. 0962 746 3537. Write that down. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you, sir, yes, you, ma'am. 0962 746 3537. Kung ganahan ka na ay topic nga isgutan, maybe na kay problema nga ganahan nimong atong tukion karong hapuna kay medyo mauwaw ka mo storya sa imong mga amigo, sa imong amahan o ginahan nga na-depress na inong ka kay imong giluom ang imuhang gibati, right? So please join us in our conversation. We have YouTube, Tops Media Center. You can join us so that you won't be so depressed anymore. Daghan kitag mga kabuang diri sa studio. So I'm sure malingaw rin mo diri kaning nasi Kuya Magic o sa bugal-bugalon sa kining tawhana. Yan nasi Brent pag diri na pag may website Tops Media Center, pwede po ka maka-istorya na mo dito or sa amo ang Facebook page nga Tops Media Center. You know what, Brent? I feel like schools, the academia, even the government is not doing enough for mental health. Is that a correct assessment, or am I just making
Well, I guess
making stuff up?
I guess it is different for every different campus, but yeah, I do believe there's some level of what do you call that? They're not paying attention to what's happening around in school or the other things in life, especially like what I said earlier, nurses are severely underpaid. The education also, like teachers are also severely underpaid, especially like those in public schools. So I think it's yeah, it's a thing that we have to talk about.
No, but what I'm saying is we're not doing enough for mental health. That's what I'm saying.
That's
So
yeah.
do you have enough psychiatrists and psychologists? In schools, in government offices, in even in corporations and companies, right? Are they required by law to have a psychiatrist or a psychologist and someone like what are we doing as a society in terms of mental health? Because I think that's very important to have a psychologist and a psychiatrist, a mental expert in the office, right? In
Yeah.
school, and sometimes our ratio is like 1 to 5,000. Sometimes I've heard scary stories. Like there's one mental health expert in a university of 5,000 students. So what are your thoughts on that? In your school, is there enough ratio? Is there enough people
I think
to take care of the mental health of all of the students
I think
of
it's
the
not a
university?
matter of like ratio because like I think we have a guidance counselor. I think most obviously every school is required.
I'm going against
Like,
that's expected.
But the problem is ang mga students ma-feel sila weird like to just go to the guidance counselor to ask for help because once again nobody really wants to express themselves. They're not aware that they should be allowing themselves to become vulnerable to somebody because
stranger at that. A
the
complete
stranger
stranger.
at that point. Yeah. And it really hurts siguro their pride siguro to ask for help. And like they think they're weak.
I know. In fact, society, this was like before 10 years ago, nga society even frowns upon kaning mga maadto ka og psychiatrist nabuang na ni siya or something like maybe ingnon lang ka nga, gutom lang yan. Di ba?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So murag ilang i-downplay ba ang,
Downplay
ang,
kita.
ang mental issues nimo ba? So I guess is that still present? Is that
Very much.
is that the kanang feeling still around nga mauwaw sila mo ato guidance counselor kay basi inom na unsa man ni siya na unsa ning utok niya na nabuang na kani siya unsa man.
Yeah, it's
Napagiba na antod karon.
Like nobody really cares about the guidance counselor because like we were invited like during our orientation days of MUC. We were invited to go to the guidance counselor and to talk about it, but there was no topic or nobody even talks about the guidance counselor. Never really talked about its awareness.
Okay.
Like its presence in the school. That's why nobody really expressed themselves. Nobody, it's like way gamit gud ang guidance counselor hinoon, pero he's just there. He's just sitting there and waiting for students to come to him and to talk to him. And our guidance counselor. He's such a nice person, and he's very open to talk about it, especially kung nakay mga problema sa school. Dito gud siya sa yung office waiting for someone to talk to. But it's like the thing like good. It's like we feel that we're strong enough to like get through it because like our friends expect us to like be strong. Like it's not a problem. You can just walk it off. Like but these things are not really easily kanang solved just by saying time will fix time will heal all wounds, time will heal all of that. It's fine. You don't really need to go to a expensive psychiatrist or like you don't really talk about it. Just like give it a rest or give it some time. It will heal itself. And I think them downgrading the mental health or them downgrading mental health makes people think that it makes them feel weak, I guess, and due to them not expressing themselves, it becomes worse every year. Especially back at COVID, there's a lot of people who were depressed at the time because like there's no output, there's no outlet for people to talk about mental health, and there were many people who were depressed and many and there was like that depression because of the pandemic. That I think there was a term for that. I don't know what term they coined it in, but like yeah, and it really hurt a lot of people, and it's still seen today na daghan kayo na affected tungod sa pandemic and
Pero kanang
Yeah.
kanang sa case sa university ba sa eskwelahan ba like tinuod ka nga kung maadto ka og guidance usually kanang inomdom ko pag eskwela pa ko kan maadto ka guidance pero na problema di ba meaning to say nga nakasa ka or masuspend ka or whatever right but karon like more na gyapon ang I guess purpose of guidance but a guidance counselor is not necessarily a psychiatrist or a psychologist right so my question here is do you have actual psychologists and psychiatrists in schools and if so do you also notice it in other schools
that is a good question because I am not aware of it. If there were one, like I would have known about it, like or like somebody would have like coined it, or like somebody talked about it in like an orientation. But there's no sign that there's like a professional.
importante mo kay ng
Psychiatrist.
imong mental condition right I mean
Yeah.
like it all starts there right I mean if kana for example kanang naghisgot ta og mental health ba kanang for example kanang homelessness right kadaghanan sa mga homeless kana makita nato sa daan usually this is true in the Philippines this is true in the United States this is true all over the world kadaghanan na nila they are really mental conditions I mean like lisod mo yung panginabuhi sa Pilipinas di ba
Very.
lisod mo yung panginabuhi diri lisod kayo makitagtrabaho pero pakita man kag mga tao nga naninguhag yun basig mamulit ang slaglata or magpamid sila or whatever odd jobs that they can
Discard.
naagi trabaho pero so kanang mga nga tao nga naka-decide sila nga they're going to be homeless and they're going to be in the streets most of if not most of them lang are really mental cases so makakita juga sa the mental health of a people based on the number of kaning homeless people also ba kay a good part of them are actually just mental cases so importante juga yung mental health sa mga tao nimo if you're a leader of an office if you're a leader of a department in government or a department in your office or even in school grabe kay na kay importante ang utok sa tao sa imuhang organisasyon kay it all starts there
People here in YouTube are actually talking about that. Mr. Joel Lim, they should make it compulsory for all students to see the guidance counselor at one point or another. Yes, actually, I think that is implemented in most schools. Well, not most, like some schools. Back in my days in the Sacred Heart School, ES de Jesus, we were required to go to the guidance counselor to talk to him and like share our thoughts and feelings about everything that's happening in school. And yeah, it was like everyone is scheduled a day for the guidance counselor, and that was like it improved mental health. In Sacred Heart, here in like UC, there is a guidance counselor. We still need his signature para makabuhat mi sa mong clearance, pero it's not required to like have a meeting with him. But I think that should be something that should be compulsory. Like we should talk to the guidance counselor. They should have a scheduled meeting with each and every one of the student para na maka-express ang mga people.
Here's a scary fact from Bert. There's less than one mental health worker for every 100,000 Filipinos. Oh my God, that's
That
really scary.
sucks. That is terrible.
Yeah.
Because I maybe they see mental health workers as an accessory rather than an actual job, and they're not like giving priorities to this like important role of mental health.
Kana sa gong mental health sometimes it requires you sometimes the solution is for you to just take a break, right? Brent on break, right?
Exactly.
So kana magong mag-break ka sometimes there's a perception nga ni surrender ka, ni undang ka, kay gikapoy na ka. Di ba mo man na siyang murag kadlukan sa mga uban nga tao nga mura sila
They care too much sa perception sa uban.
Anong nasurrender mo gabay? And in fact, there's a classic example of this in the Olympics. I don't know if you know Simone Biles, right? Is that her name? Simone Biles, the gymnast who rigged in like I don't know bazillion medals and gold medals in the recent Olympics in in Paris, right, in France. The Olympics before that, she quit. I don't know if you heard the story. She quit because of mental health issues, right? So she was like one of the favorites to win it all and all of that stuff, but she quit, and of course everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people praised her. But now pa yung uban nga, why are we celebrating a quitter? Why are we celebrating somebody who quit? You know what I mean? So I guess mo na kadlukan sa uban. But see what happened to Simon Biles is in the recent Olympics 4 years later, she dominated, right? So all she needed was a break, and then she was back on her mental health. She was also dominating on the what do you call it, on the court, on the field, on the whatever you call the floor.
Wait, what is she? She's a like,
Gymnast, like a
okay,
gymnast, just like
gymnastics.
Carlo Yulo. I think she's like one of the. But she's female. So
That's-
so yeah. So you know what I mean? Like mahadlok ang mga tao ma-accuse lang ni undang ni quit ka. And some people also, because especially here,
I
in the-
think people care too much the perception.
in the third world, you also have no choice. You also have no time to take a break, right? Sometimes bang murag dagan kay kag responsibility, dagan kay kag mga financial obligations. So di gyud ka di gyud mahimo nga in your mind nga mo quit ka. But I think at the end of the day, if you want to be able to pay off all your loans, or if you want to be able to take care of your children, you got to take care of yourself first, sir. Right?
That's true.
Right? Am I right?
Yes. How can you care for others when you yourself are not healthy enough to help those people you're trying to help?
Thank you, Joel. It's supposedly pronounced Simone Biles. So she quit, right? And how many medals did she rake in the recent Olympics in France? And how many what happened to her in the previous Olympics? And what kind of event did she actually participate in? Kasalig ta sa atong mga viewers, mga fans sa youtube.com/Tops Media Center to Google instead of us. Kay kapoy nun ta Google. Tapulan man ta, di ba?
As of 2024 Paris Olympics, Simone Biles has won a total of 11 Olympic medals.
Oh my God.
7 gold medals,
Oh, gee.
3 silver medals,
Are you
and
kidding
1
me? Sus,
bronze
sus,
medal.
Kung ipatimbang na niya, sus, kadaghan na, kamahala ka na ta. So, mo na siya naitabo ni Simone Biles. So,
That's a lot of medals.
all she needed was a break, and then
People judge
she was
her.
back with a vengeance, right? So ang pasabot na ko na, the lesson to be learned here, I'd like to believe, is kung mo break lang kagamay, you can even outperform your best performances, right? Because you took a break. Ay makakibaw jud ka na bay kanang kuwang ko katog. Ang akong performance bati jud kayo. Murag sa puton ka, your disposition is really really foul. Murag sa puton kay kastan nagamay lang butang, may kapan lang kami sa muka ni mo. Ano bitaw? Kanang ana ka, di ba?
Yeah.
But if you're well rested, sus ninduta sa kalibutan. Sometimes like you feel like the world is your oyster, right? Mura kag imong feeling nga kaning ang kalibutan, you can dominate it. I feel like I can rule the world, and the world is mine for the taking. Like I feel like I am a higher power sometimes. Kung sakto kagatog, pero kung kanang kuwang sa kagatog sa puton sa kay kastanan. Yeah, mura kag mabuang, di ba? Mura kag demonyo sa kung sa puton ka. So I think just sleep alone
It's enough.
is very important. In fact, somebody once told me, sleep is your superpower. Sleep is your superpower. So because you can rejuvenate, you can be like
You can replenish yourself.
effective person when you're well rested, right? So I think for all of the students out there, importante gyud nga mapahuway gyud mo, mga tugid mo kay maski unsaon ninyo pagtuon diha kung ang inyong utok kuwang og pahuway, ambot unsaon ninyo pag-access atong information iyong gitun-an gagabi a night before, or sa poton mo, or mangaway na nun mo, overall you won't be a nice person to hang out with, right? So I guess sleep is your superpower. Ikaw di Brent, na kay panahon matog, or tungod sa imong pagtuon wa kay panahon gamay lang kay kagatog, do you get the minimum requirement of I don't know 7-8 hours of sleep?
I don't think it's possible anymore to have the 7 to 8 hours of sleep because karon kami mga nurses, kami mga nursing students na nami kanang duty. So usually it's 8 hours a day, may 8 hours sa certain a day na assign na mo. Ugma na ako sa mag-duty ko sa paanakan dito like sa my Park Mall dapit.
Paanakan.
Paanakan and
Masabta ko no atong mga tigpamina unsa man ang paanakan.
paanakan is kanang medical na institute na specializes in delivering children. And I'll be not working. I'll be on duty right there from early in the morning like until afternoon. So I need to wake up early like mga 4 o'clock to like 5 o'clock. Dapat ako magluto ng food. Dapat ako magluto ng rice and wake up myself. Then after I still need to go to the school para makasakay ko sa bus. I mean, the school's not that far, pero I still need to go to school para makasakay bus. Then after...
So you're saying that there's not enough time for you to sleep the full 8 hours. So how much time do you sleep?
If it's a good day, maybe 6 hours, pero sometimes 4.
4 hours. So like nakabantay jud ka unsa diferensya sa imong utok sa imong disposition kung kuwang kagatog o sakto kagatog, right? So why do you choose? You don't choose it. I think part of that is still a choice because look at you. You're here taking a break, man. You know, so I think instead of resting, you're here taking a break, but not lying down. You know what I mean? Like you're doing something. So I think it's also a choice, right? Not to sleep the required 8 hours, right?
Yeah, I think there's a truth to that because like we're also maybe my brain is like different because of how I manage my time. Like I just sleep for these hours and I think it's enough.
But it's not good time management because you're not getting enough sleep, right? If your claim is that you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anything, then you should get some sleep, man.
Yeah.
Get some sleep, Brent. Okay, please. Sorry, bro. You gotta get some sleep, man. Sorry, bro. Stop it already. FBI, there they go again. Dang it. Anyway, so how about you guys? How do you because sometimes magud ka nakatog lisod na. It's not easy to sleep, man. Like I find it hard to sleep, you know, especially if there's like great news, you know, like on television, on YouTube, or a great there's a Lakers game, for example. Di ko katog yun na because you know.
I tungod siguro na sa FOMO jiggy.
No, that's not FOMO. It is FOMO because it's my favorite team. So that's what I'm saying. Sleeping is not easy. In fact, you could not get enough sleep, and you know all too well that you need to sleep and take care of yourself. But you're not doing what you're saying, right? So how about you guys?
Road for Rage streams. Can you do ASMR?
Yes, of course I can ASMR. I can do that. We did a show before back in the old days called ASMR, and we had Maria Gigante of all people. She's now like a beauty queen. She's like all over the place. I think she won Miss Universal or something like that. She used to do a co-host with me on the show, and she would like do an ASMR. And what she did was she would like grab random objects, like for example, Yawi. Ang Yawi sa auto ba niya?
I-scratch niya sa... Oh, these actually are really good. Oh my god.
So unsa man imong ganahan ASMR Road 04 Rage streams, what kind of ASMR do you want me to do? Let us know, okay? So
maybe that's one of your new podcasts, an ASMR time.
Why not, man? Oh, sweet. Yes. What kind of ASMR would you like us to do? So yeah. So also important sa imong mental health is music, right?
Very much.
That's also important. I listen to a lot of great music if I'm not in a good mood. This is what I've learned. There was a book called Musicology. I forgot who wrote it, but it's about how you can use music to help you with your mental condition. The instructions were very simple. First, you listen to the kind of music that represents how you feel at that moment. Let's say, for example, if you feel
angry,
if you feel like you're enraged, that you're angry, so you listen to a angry song, right?
Yeah.
And then after listening to a song or two, you play the music that represents the emotion that you want to feel. So that's how to use music. Now,
Ooh, I should
to
try,
heal
I should
you.
actually try doing that.
So play the music that represents how you feel at that moment. And then after a while, you play the music that you want to feel. So that's how you use music to help you with your mental health. Kanang mental health ba? Sige, taghisgot na diri. Ikaw, nursing student mong ka. Naghisgot mo og mental health sa classroom. Naamoy subject nga mental health.
I'm trying to remember like all the
Oh my
lessons
God,
that
man.
we
You're,
had.
you're going,
Because I don't-
you're going mental. Naunsa naman ka, oy.
I don't think we- I don't
nakalimutan ka tungod ni sa imong katuog, kuwang sa katuog. My goodness, nakalimot na siya sa iyong mga lessons.
No, because I want to believe
Defensive
that
ka
na
eh.
any topic regarding sa mental health, but I don't think we really like focus just on mental health.
Unsa man yung gi-focus?
Basta na pa na sa like
Basig
for-
chicks health inyong gi-mention diha, ha? Mga heavenly bodies ang inyong gi-observeran, dili ka ng mental health. Unsa man gyud? Unsa man gyud?
No. Yeah, I think we did discuss about mental health, but like not like to the point of like actually learning about it.
Okay.
Because like I think it's its own subject. I think it's psychology.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, we had it during high school. That's why I forgot it.
Oh my
Because wala na sa
God.
akong folder sa akong brain na nasa college na dito sa
man.
high school or
So
like sa,
I had to squeeze that out of you, man.
Okay,
so-
that sounds weird.
So, unsa man, like, what do you remember about your mental health lessons in school?
Yeah, I think it's mostly talking about it's mostly theoretical stuff rather than like putting it into practice. Like
Okay,
mga discuss ni Sigmund Freud. Like
Sigmund Freud. Oh man,
yeah, him and after
that is messed up, man.
Yeah, there's a lot.
He's got a lot of messed up thoughts too, right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't think we can kita diri sa Pinas. I don't think maka-reflect kita sa teachings ni Sigmund Freud because like how we perceive like mga things here sa
So what do you
Philippines different. Kanang
what
mga-
do you remember about Sigmund Freud?
kanang mommy and daddy issues
Oh,
is like
no,
one of
okay.
those things.
Yeah, actually, that's. I want to talk about that because that's probably partially true, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very interesting topic. Let's talk about this. Mommy and daddy issues. I know a lot of people who
Who claims
never
that.
met their dads. They have daddy issues, and some I know also a lot of people who haven't met or don't like or have no relationship with their parents that they don't like people who love their parents. This like an mama's boy. This is like an daddy's boy. That is a kind of daddy and mommy issues, right? So what do you mean when you said mommy and daddy issues? That you learned from what's his name?
Sigmund Freud.
This old guy, Sigmund Freud. What have you learned?
Don't quote me on this, people of the internet, because like that was long time ago. Pero
Oh.
what I've
They will definitely quote you.
no
For sure they will.
But what I've understand is like how you were brought up as a person really depends on who surrounds you or your environment that you grew up in. So example, if you grew up with your mother, you become if you grow up with only your mother, you tend to be more sensitive and more of a mama's boy than after like mo weekend ka. And if you're also just grow up with your dad, you seem to be more if you're a boy, you seem to be more masculine and you are kind of stubborn sa imong like things that you do. And I think there's really a reflection of how you grew up. Depende sa parents, like how they choose to raise their child, and it will cause.
So what if equal? What if you both have parents and they're both equally influencing you as a child? What happens to you?
Well, that's I'm somewhat of an example for that. I think I've grown up to be mentally. I would like to think I'm mentally healthy.
Yes, this guy thinks
Thinks
he is
that-
mentally healthy, but in spite of the fact that these people
FBI, open up!
are looking for how do you keep
Nasty.
how do you
They're
keep
calling me
your how do
nasty.
you keep your sanity?
I think by expressing myself, by allowing myself to be free.
Kibaw ba ka ba yung kanang buang? Dili na sila kibaw nga buang sila, di ba?
Sure.
So I think the question that begs an answer that needs to be asked is buang ka?
Well, whatever I say,
Clarence Brent Garces Buanga. Are you crazy?
if I claim to be either, you're not gonna believe me.
Yeah.
If I say I'm not crazy, you're
Yeah.
gonna. I don't believe that.
Okay, so according to Joel Lim, watching shows with subtitles will eventually make me sleepy at night. Ano na araw ko na magtanag kag subtitles magduka kuno siya.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
That's weird. According to Bert, regular exercise like cycling, running can have many benefits for mental health. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
Kanang exercise importante sa kinastanan.
Because I think mental health also really takes a physical form of toll to your body. Because, like, example, if you're feeling depressed, you feel more lethargic and you feel more less movement of yourself. That's why.
Because your body is the vessel that is carrying your brain, right?
That's why.
And you've got to take care of the vessel that is housing your brain, right? And exercising is one of those things. You know, I really tried to exercise. I really try to run every single day. I wish I could run every single day, but I can't. But when I do have the time, even though it's like 12 midnight, I still bust out of the house, put some shoes on, and run if I can. Especially kung di ko makatug, magduka ako, di ko magduka, amudagan siguro. So ikaw, Brent, like, what is your secret to your so-called sanity? Okay, well, that was Brent.
That does not
was
not
Brent.
help
That was
me.
Brent like 5 minutes ago. So Brent, what is your secret to your sanity? How do you not jump off the ledge?
I think I just what I say, I express myself towards my friends. We usually have like gaming nights and we like scream to each other like and allow ourselves to be open and like talk about topics about mental health. Maybe not really mental health. Anything issues like mga gaming issues, mga movies and stuff like that. We allow ourselves to express ourselves in the most natural and raw way possible. And it allows me to be calm and like face my troubles head on without like suffering from mental tiredness, I guess. And that it really allows not only me but also my friends. We allowed ourselves to grow as people, and we're able to do our like college work and all of our like research and assignments.
You know what? You're right. It's nice to talk to people, but it's nice to, because like you said, we're social beings, right? We need to interact with other people. It's important to keep our sanity, right? But some mental conditions, goodbye, are chemical ba? What I mean is, it's like there is something that's more than just
I think all
wanting
emotion-
to have contact, having a conversation. Some people have more of this kind of chemical. That's why naman ay mga tambal gyud ang atong mga mental issues. Diba? There's medicine for that, right? Like lithium or whatever, right? Kanang mental issues can actually be there's a way for it, especially if it's too much that it can be medicated, right? So unsa man nimo, Brent, like for example, mga tao nga di gid sila not even exercising can help. Because I know people who are physically active and still are depressed. I know people who are well rested they still feel crappy, right? So lahat na sa ng category, right?
Yeah, I think there's a different category. Maybe they don't do it physical activities, but like mental exercises, especially kanang mag-meditate or like
Meditate. Sige, mag-meditate ag suway karong puhon ha. Kaya na ako kang mga amigo nga mga meditator. Giving you time to meditate. You're standing in the middle of fluffy white clouds. Uy! Saan yung mga crickets na eh?
distance clouds.
Anyway, so meditate. So do you have like a meditative practice?
Yeah, I do.
You know, because meditation is difficult, man.
Yeah, I think
Really,
you really
really
need to
tough.
focus like on yourself alone, because like remove all other worldly distractions, I guess.
That
like-
sounds like it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
man.
it's easier said than done. Because like
So how do you do it?
so for me, I usually just keep myself locked in the room and just like pretend I'm talking with someone, or like make my own head like conversations, and
Yeah,
just
like you're talking to yourself.
and I think it's really important to breathe.
Breathe. Yeah.
I think breathing is the most important because like
Yeah.
well, I'm speaking right now as a nurse because like breathing is really important because
you know something happens to you if you don't breathe. You die. Right? So
Yeah.
breathing is important.
Yeah.
But I think you're talking about a different kind of breathing. I think what you're saying is it's important to notice your breathing, right?
Yeah.
That's what meditation is, to notice your breath. Because that's also one of the most beautiful sounds in the world. Right? That's
it's
beautiful,
very
right?
calming.
Very calming. And then what else do you do?
Maybe not only like that because like physiologically speaking, or how our brain works, our mental.
So you know how our brain works. Ha! Because they say that the brain
I am a nurse.
that is the last frontier. Like all of the different organs of the human anatomy have already been discovered. There's so many studies about every single organ. But the last frontier, they say, and the most complicated organ in the universe is the human brain. So finish that statement. I just want to give you a little background of where you're going, because you're going into the brain, the most unknown part of the human anatomy. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I think, and that's not I think. It's more on if you breathe, it allows oxygen to circulate through your blood.
Okay.
Because the lack of oxygen, it will make you feel light, or not light. It will make you feel dizzy. Lack of oxygen will cause you to cause your brain to hurt. And I think if we breathe in properly, our oxygen will circulate around our blood, give more activity to the brain and to the heart, and it allows us to calmly assess everything. That's why when you see two people fighting, it's like breathe in, because like you need to let them relax because they spend their time.
That is almost a guarantee for you to get punched in the face, man. If you have two people fighting each other and you tell them breathe in, sumbagan mo ka na ba siguro?
Yeah, because I think it's important because like they keep on using the words, they keep on exhaling like I keep on fighting you, dude, and like they keep on punching, like they use most of their energy, and they'll be lack of oxygen at that point. That's why you tell them to breathe, so like it will make them think calmly, and it will make them allow them to think more rationally.
You're listening to Brent on break. Join us on the chats on YouTube, Tops Media Center. On Facebook, it's Tops Media Center. On our website, topsmediacenter.com. Please send a message to us. Good morning to Master Coconuts. Tulog na, oy. Kuwang, pahuway ra lagi na kuwang ni mo, Brent. So, what are your secrets to keeping your brain in tip-top shape? What do you do? You know, my mom, what she does is because she's very young, 70-year-old, right? 70 something. I'm not sure. What she does so that she can still be smart, she can still use her brain. She uses her brain a lot. What she does is she does crossword puzzles, right? So how about you guys? What is your secret to keeping your brain in tip-top condition? What do you do? What do you do? Join us in the chats. We're celebrating Mental Health Awareness Day.
A day advance.
Tomorrow, it should be like a 1 year or maybe an
Actually, it should be
entire
every
month,
day.
right? So join us in the chats, youtube.com/Tops Media Center, topsmediacenter.com, or on Facebook, it's Tops Media Center. Join us in our conversation about mental health. My question here now is, what do you do to keep your brain humming, to keep your brain firing in all cylinders? Because kanang sakto ko katog. Like when I think, man, like, oh my God, I can rule the world. I have that feeling, right? You know how it is when you're inspired, right? And you think you can do anything. It's like me doing anything times 10. Like I don't just think of like owning one Porsche. I want to like own 10 Porsches in my head. And then the day goes, and then you're tired, and then you start owning like only 5 and only 4, and then
Only
and
2.
then
And maybe you'll
You're-
just go for coral at that
you,
point.
you're left with a tire. So because you're tired. You get it? So
Press this button.
this one. Oh, too late for that. So yeah. Tell us what your secrets are to keeping your brain in tip-top shape as we celebrate Mental Health Awareness Day tomorrow. You're still listening to Brent on break. He's a college student from UC Manila. UC Basak. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, UC where?
Part of the Lisa
Part of-
campus.
Talisay. Not sorry, Talisay. I'm just kidding. They say, kana ko nung binisay the intonation is syllable. So, Talisay.
Talisay.
Kay gahi mo nang gahi kay
Cebu.
ang ato ang murag ato ang
Accent.
accent kay katapusan mo gyud ang murag ang stress ba. Dihan mo stress ang imong pag pronounce word or words. So yeah, join us in our conversation. Brent is only going to be here until 3. I thought we were going to do Lamdag with Mimos Many. As it turns out, we're not doing it. So we're just going to do Mimos Lamdag on Monday. I think it's happening at 2 p.m., 2 to 3. So yes, Brent, what else do we discuss about mental health? How about the food? I think that's also an important part, right?
Yes.
It's important.
I think-
Ako, kape. Mo man akong buhaton kung magduka ako, kape. So mo sa nang di ko makatoke, sige pangape. Pero mo sa nang abdi kay ko sana nang di ko magluya, sige sa kog pangape. But I think it also takes its toll on me because for the lack of sleep, and sometimes masubraan sa na ako, I'm like over caffeinated. I'm like bouncing off the wall, So how about you? What are your thoughts on the use of food for you to have good mental health?
Well, there is this thing. It's called stress eating. Like I think a lot of students, a lot of my classmates have this thing. They stress eat because like there's a lot of thing about they always say, guys laag ta guys kaon ta guys magwingers ta mag yeah, there was this news at Sumipsal I went to yesterday dito sa my Fuente Dapit tag 199 na sila after like
Unsani?
Sumipsal.
What's that Sumipsal? Samjupsal?
Samjupsal. I can't say.
Samjupsal. Samjupsal.
Samjupsal.
Sa yun doon, ano buong na siya?
Samjupsal na
Samjupsal,
choy.
okay.
I think their name is Samjupsal choy. Their cheapest price is 199.
Oh man.
And me and my 4 friends,
Decided to go.
shout out to them.
Kinsa
by the
man
way.
sila? Kinsa
They're
man?
listening to me. I think they're listening. I hope they're listening to me.
Okay.
They are they went with me, then we probably finished their stock at that point. Katuning sod na me every time mag add mig pork dito, like every time we add mig pork sa stove, pangayon na sad mig another order. So yeah, stress eat. Where were we? Stress eating, yeah. Kita mga college students, hilig kita magkaon sa gawas, maglaag, mag food trip para maka function natong brain ba kay food allows the brain to work and it will allow us to think properly, especially during exams. Same thing goes for coffee or mga drinks. That's why. And yeah, especially na init karon, it doubles like the doubles the consumption of our brains energy, especially like init. Then after you still have to think about mga exams and everything that comes in between. Then that's why karon there's a lot of mga stores that are thriving because of this. Na ang Don Macchiato, Don Lemon, Mr. Lemon, Coco, like all of that, like new stores popping out there left and right. Uncle Brew, all of them.
Ano man yung gi-mention na sila, bayaran kanila? So man anong siya mag-mention na nila na mo ang naman kadong?
This is the trend. This is trendy.
I'm just kidding, man. So why are you mentioning the beginning? These are the new outlets that sell all of these mental traps, right? These food items that will make you not want to go to sleep, and you'll give you a sugar surge, but you're gonna go down and get depressed, right? Because that's what sugar it does, right?
Yeah,
you have like a
There's
sugar
a rush.
sugar high. You feel alive for a little bit, and then you go down to the gutter. So yeah. So to counter all of the bad food that's readily available and are very cheap, what do? What do you eat to keep your brain in tip-top shape? You just talked about all the crappy things that you could feed your brain, right? So what are the things? What are the things that you eat?
To be honest, basically you just need a lot of water because like
Water, really? Just
especially
water?
now that it's very humid and very hot. Wait, is it? Yeah, no, it was raining just earlier, but when it is sunny, you should really drink a lot of water. Hydrate yourself
Okay.
so that you allow your waters like get hydrate and your brain will start working. And you know, water never tastes so good. Like after you drink like something super sweet, water never tasted even better. Cause like, oh my god, it's refreshing. It flushes like the sweetness that's in scratching behind your throat, and it really allows you to like think better. Joel Lim in the YouTube chat. I love doing crossword puzzles in the Freeman newspaper because it's not too hard or too easy.
So that's how he keeps his mental health by answering cross word puzzle.
Oh yeah, I've realized also like all of the things that we're talking about mental health, it always attracts to one of the five senses. So like example for the eyes, you want to look at something good and it allows you to think properly. Breathing or the smell or like aromatherapy. Have you heard of it? Like
Yes, of
I'm
course,
using
yeah.
one right now, like this katingko ginger.
Okay, what does it do?
It's like it smells kind of smells
Funky.
good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's-
what about it?
Like it allows.
Oh man, that's strong.
Yeah.
Kuan luya gyud, di ba? Luya gyud ba?
Luya
Okay,
gyud siya.
ginger man. Sige,
Yeah, the smell allows me to like think properly because like it's like clearing my sinus right now for that matter. Pero aromatherapy allows me to like be calm and
Okay.
like be relaxed. And after like there's touch when you want to touch like something nice like the soft a fluffy bed.
Like a stress ball, for
Stress
example.
balls if you feel like kind of stressed, that's why it's called stress ball. Then yeah, I think it really is like in the five senses, like this crossword puzzles. I think
What do you
it's
mean? I
some of-
understand what you're trying to drive at. So five senses.
The five
It's
senses.
like a bunch of words that you're throwing out there.
Yeah.
So five senses mental health. What do you mean? What's the connection?
I know it allows using our five senses we can like drive like our mental health like down a notch. Like it will allow us
You can help
allow
improve
ourselves improve
because
our-
that's how you engage with the world. Your senses, of course. That's how
true.
you mitigate mental health, right? From all of your senses. And you mentioned you are inhaling
ginger.
ginger. Inhaling ginger sounds like not fun, but
But
it does smell good. So there are multi all of your senses can actually be a way for you to mitigate to lower down your stress levels, right?
Yeah.
You can squeeze a stress ball. You can listen to great music. You can look at something pleasant. I usually look at the horizon. I usually look at the sea. Mo gina akong paborito nga tanawon ko ma-stress ko kanang dagat. I love the perception of infinity. That's how I feel like when I look at the ocean, when I'm at sea, when I'm in the seashore. Murag, that is the visual representation of infinity, and I love the idea of infinity. Of course, it's just an idea, right? But I like that. So that's what I do. I look at the ocean. That's one of my favorite places to go to when I'm stressed out. So how about you guys? Where do you go if you're stressed out? Asam mo adto? Si Brent, ingon siya, asam ka adto, Brent? Is there like a place? It's like a safe, like a happy place for you that you go to, aside from home, that you go to when you're stressed out.
For me, when I'm stressed out, I just like. To be honest,
A place.
I don't really have a place, but like there's a scenery that I love. Like in anywhere I go, maybe it's really the sunset because of how peaceful and calm the scenery is. Especially like when
So you go to a sunset place, a place that you can view a sunset.
not necessarily go to a place. Example like
Let's watch it.
during late at my classes, like when I go out, it's already almost nighttime, so like you get to see the sun setting on the horizon, and
Okay.
it feels really great. Like just to know like the day has ended, and it's really beautiful.
So is there like a specific spot where you're watching the sunset?
I don't think it's a spot. It's more of like the moment.
I think it's a spot because the sun sets at a certain
Yeah,
side
that's-
of the horizon, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So is there like a spot where you can like your favorite place?
Well, I guess right now, sa UC na naman yung bago na building,
Okay.
7 floors.
Okay.
And like staying like in the like not 7 floors. I think it's 9 floors. And like if you higher you reach, the more like you can see the horizon, like in the place, and then you can see the clouds high above, and also like the sun and yeah.
You know
the
what?
People
So
always pass it.
Brent loves to go and watch the sunset when he wants to feel calm and relaxed. Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How about you guys? What do you do? Is there an activity that you want to do? Is there a place that you want to go to that relaxes you? I have a go-to place. My heaven is a coffee shop, and my favorite coffee shop is an empty coffee shop. There's nothing more beautiful than an empty coffee shop, right? It's just you and the place smelling like heaven.
Okay, speaking of coffee shops,
That's where I go.
it actually helps with the five senses, right? There's the smell of the
Absolutely,
coffee, and the brewing in the morning,
Yeah.
the
it's
beautiful sight of nobody there.
No chismoso and chismosa.
Yeah, and
no
the
marites.
silence.
Just the silence and you and the barista
cold, the
and
breezing
the
air.
barista, you know, just you talking,
just-
having a conversation. Kamusta ka ba? You know, like especially if you're already familiar with a cafe. I love that's my heaven. That's my safe place. So the first person that comes in the cafe, the coffee shop, that's not me. I look at them as the enemy. You are disturbing my peace. Get away. Please remove yourself.
What's Jason Page doing in there?
You press the wrong button.
Anyway, so yeah, how about that as a safe place, a coffee shop? How about you guys? What's your safe place? Where do you feel the safest? I'd like to know. Send us a message on topsmediacenter.com, on Facebook, Tops Media Center, on the tubes, on the chats, on YouTube, it's Tops Media Center. Joel Lims seems to like to solve a crossword puzzle. Is that what you do also when you want to feel less stressed? Let us know. Join us in the chats. It is now 8, make it 2:48. Good afternoon.
Local, vocal, and global. 105.1 TMC. Best of us.
You okay?
No, grabe kung sinus ko ron. Kay classroom aircon. Gawas sa classroom init kayo. After balik ko sud gawas.
Yeah. This guy over here is about meditation, so I think we should invite him over here. Somebody should. And give him a seat. Can you ask
You can
him?
adjust.
Bro, where's the guy?